James, congratulations. You guys have done it, quarter-finalists now in the Europa League.
Yeah, the next stage, yes. It's what we set out to do at the start of the 2 legs, you know. There was a lot of talk after last week's performance, and we were honest with ourselves, it wasn't good enough. But in Holland, when we lost the first leg and we went over to applaud the away fans, that's why I was trying to get a message to stay calm. Like, listen, we know that we weren't good enough, but they've still got to come to our place, because I know what we're capable of here, and we got the job done.
What's the emotion right now? Is it somewhat of relief at how big a deal this was for the clubs and for the fans?
Oh, listen, we haven't achieved anything yet. But we're in the quarter-final, and we kick on and we look forward to it.
Tell me about the intensity, because it was there from the off, and that's what everybody wanted to see. And I guess you as a leader, you and Sonny, Vic, you're all back out here, you made that happen.
Oh, listen, yeah, when we, over the last few months, when we spoke about having injuries and missing key players, that tonight's a perfect example of, we're stood in the tunnel and you look at the team and it's a group of men, you know. Micky's back, Romero's back, Vic's back, I'm there, Sonny. We've got men in there, you know, with young lads as well, but when you have the spine of people who are experienced and have played at this professional level for a long time, it makes a big difference.
Did you feel it was your job to be one of those leaders and really step up tonight?
Yeah, I always feel that, and that's exactly what I did, and Sonny as well. And like I said, the names I just mentioned, Micky and Kuti, solid at the back, and it was just a solid performance, you know, and I think we're deservedly through. So, like I said, we haven't achieved anything yet, and we're on to the quarter-final, but we're excited.
Tell me about that second goal as well from you. I think that's what the fans wanted to see. Well worked from you and Sonny, the bullseye as well to celebrate.
Yeah, that's the trademark. But yeah, Sonny, you know, he's such a top player. He didn't get his goal tonight, but he had numerous opportunities, and he's such a threat, and he carries us up the pitch, and he always makes the right decision. He's not greedy at all, and he laid it off to me, and I managed to get a touch and finish. But Wilson Odegaard was the one who grabbed the headline tonight, and rightly so. 2 goals, and he was a threat, and I thought he was absolutely outstanding. So I'm going to go and give him a big pat on the back when I get in there.
What was the final message as well, especially at half-time from Ange? What did he say to you? Because you came out firing.
Just more of the same. We started the game really well. We didn't create loads of opportunities in the first half, but we know it's tough for any team to come here with our fans, and we wanted to make it tough for them, so it's about more of the same, yeah.
It was very much a teamwork performance out there. Selfless, I'll say. James, congratulations. We'll see you in the quarter left.
Cheers, thank you.
Glenn Tom.
I wrote 11 down as well.
James Maddison with his 11th goal in all competitions for Spurs this season, the second one of the night. He's off to give Son a big pat on the back, he says, after that performance tonight as Spurs head through to the quarters. And Glenn and Owen watching with me in the studio. Let's go back to that first half then, Glenn, when Spurs went 1-0 up, and it came from Son really pressing well, didn't it?
Yeah, they were a little bit more aggressive than I've seen them for some while. And they, as we said at half-time, when you hunt the ball and press the ball, you've got to press it together. And they did it really well. They got a little bit of good fortune when Son did get the actual deflection. It falls to Solanke, and then they finish it off from there. But no, it was more aggression, more on the front foot, which we want to see that from Spurs, particularly when they're at home.
And that led to Odegaard's first goal for Tottenham Hotspur, Owen, and what a time to get it.
Perfect. And you know what, all you got to do is press, be aggressive. It's a mistake, obviously, from Adset, but brilliant from Son. Solanke sets it, the weight of it's perfect. When Odegaard comes inside, it's just, look, you can win games like this in Europe especially. You know, force mistakes and then you counter. I just thought that was probably the blueprint, especially when you've struggled in terms of playing and confidence is a little bit low. Go and win the ball. Did that brilliant. Great finish from Odegaard. But I thought the front three plus Maddison was terrific today. When they got the ball in key areas, they were decisive and they were clinical. And it all started from, I know they don't want to hear it, but pressing, energy, winning tackles, and then it allows you to play, gives you the platform.
And you think that's how you can go far in this competition with that sort of attitude?
Whether Europa League or Champions League, you know, that's why Real Madrid win the Champions League all the time. They defend well, and in the big moments, they hit you on the break. So I think for Tottenham, if they want to win this, if they defend well at the top of the pitch, they got more than enough to go and win this competition.
And then, Glenn, just after half-time, Vicario decided to give everyone a little scare, didn't he? But then James Maddison made it 2-0. And did this also come from a similar sort of attitude?
What it is that Porro pinches the ball in the midfield area, and the key to that is the first pass, the first run has gone forward. If you win the ball in that area and don't play forward, then you don't counter, like Owen was saying. But they pinch it. Look, the first pass now, okay, RZ are open, but they go forward pass again. Then it comes to Son. Son does really well, and Maddison does well just to stop. He's pleading for it, but this is all about his first touch. His first touch is beautiful. It's just on the outside of his body, so he can now use the defender to curl it round. Keeper can't see it. It was a really good goal.
And James is really smart. You know, Glenn made a great point. He stopped. He stopped because he checked his shoulder and he knew there was a bit of space, and he just sat. Sometimes the hardest thing for a player is to stand still, but James is smart. He knows the defenders are going to go back towards the goal. I stand in that position. Sonny hits him, and it's a great finish. He's not going to miss from there. And I think counter-attack sometimes is the way forward. I think Tottenham are really good, actually, on the counter-attack. Even in the Premier League, Glenn, they've scored the second most goals.
They've played Man City away, and they beat them, 4-0? And they played on the counter. They were tight I've never seen them so tight as a team, and they look brilliant on the counter. That's not the way Ange really wants to play, but sometimes against City, we do well against City because we're forced to play that way.
And then the nerves kicked in, didn't they? Because RZ got themselves back into the tie, got them back level, and it was a bit of a cock-up, really, wasn't it, between both Alan Odegaard?
Well, to be fair, Van der Ven went off. Archie Gray came on, and then to be fair, the fullbacks, I thought Spence and Prog, you know, a little bit out of position. Odegaard does great initially, comes back, and obviously they're just trying to pass the ball back to the goalkeeper. And Odegaard, he just gets in the way. He's probably not used to being there. Maybe he could probably jump. Bergvall's so unlucky. He's just trying to pass it back. And it's a great finish from Cope Miners, but they were in such control. And that's what they got to avoid. You can't make mistakes, Glenn, like that when you're in control.
We said at half-time, don't give them anything, and they've ended up giving them something. It's a great finish, to be fair, from Cope Miners, but at the end of the day, just don't, that's unprofessional. Two youngsters, actually, you know, obviously, but it's just one of them things. You cut them sort of things out. The more you go into this tournament, you're going to come up against better teams and better players. You can't afford to make them mistakes. Fortunately, from that moment, they lost their way a little bit, but then they regained their composure. They took the ball away from RZ, and then they actually end up with what is, I think, is a super, super goal. It's
a moment of absolute quality. Well, from start to finish, as a team goal. Is this what Ange ball is in essence?
It is. Look, Vicario could have booted that ball. He's played it. This is what he wants. The lovely little leaves the ball across him. Maddison there's beautiful. And then he turns the pace, eats up the ground. Then you're making spare men. This is the key for me. Spence goes on the inside most of the time. It's the first time he's made an overlap, makes an extra player. What a flick from Solanke. And Odegaard at the back post just does his job. Look, gets in there. He's hoping it comes. It comes. What a goal from the goalkeeper right the way through the pitch.
Class.
What part of that goal do you like the most?
I think the most important thing is Maddison's turn. I mean, if we can go back to the top of it, it is a spectacular goal, all the way from the goalkeeper. But it takes a class player like James Maddison to turn in that area. Glenn makes a great point. Sometimes a lot of players, they touch the ball first. But if you let it run across you like the way Maddison did, it just opens up the whole pitch. His awareness, Spence on the outside. I mean, it was a dream goal in terms of playing out from the back.
Ange, congratulations. That's the result you wanted, and he got it.
Yeah, no, obviously super pleased we've progressed, which is the main thing. Played pretty well as well. I thought we were really in control of the game. Our own worst enemies at the time. When we were in control, we kind of let them back into the game and got a bit nervy towards the end, but thoroughly deserved to progress.
Can you describe your emotions in that 90 minutes? It must have been a little bit of a roller coaster. It seemed to be for the fans.
Yeah, no, I thought we were in control for most of it. I thought we were playing some good football. We were playing their half. They hardly created a chance on goal. And then, we obviously got our goals, but then we kind of, gave away a silly goal, I guess, just a mix-up, and then got a bit nervy then. We got a good third. I thought we had a chance to get a fourth and kill the game off. But, when it's a European tie, everything's on edge. In the end, we wanted to progress, and that's what we did. What
did impress you the most out there tonight?
Just our composure, I think, particularly at the beginning of the game, because, when you're 1-0 down from the first leg, there's always that, propensity to maybe rush things or panic a little bit, but I never got that sense. We took our time. We had to wear them down a little bit. Scored a great goal from a press, and then, like I said, second half we started really well, and really should have put the tie away in the first 15-20 minutes. But just super pleased for the boys.
I already spoke to James Maddison out on the pitch, and he said when you look at your team sheet heading into that match, you just look at the quality, and I guess that just gives that extra confidence as well when you have all the players or a lot of the players back.
Yeah, well, it's why they're here. They're quality players, and we just haven't had them, at our disposal. And Romero, Micky make such a big difference to us. You saw Wilson. We've hardly had him this year, and what a super talent he is. And guys like Lucas and Pape growing all the time. So look, and we could put players on that could make a difference. Which also is kind of what you need in this tournament.
I know you were keen to quickly get in the dressing room and have a word with your players. What have you already said to them?
Just super proud of them and to enjoy it. We're through to the quarterfinals of European competition. Great opportunity for us there, and they deserved it tonight.
Frankfurt are playing at the same time. Obviously, they've gone through. You're playing them at home. Is that an advantage to start off with?
Look, I think with European football, what you do know is home or away, they're going to be tight games. There's so much on the line. There's obviously a semi-final up for grabs. So, we'll approach that. The good thing for us, it's almost a month away, which allows us to just, get some more legs and work up some of our guys to full fitness. So I think that time will be very valuable.
Does that allow you some breathing space as well? Can you have a night off tonight?
No, we've got a big game Sunday, so we've got to prepare for that. My kids had their school concert tonight, so I want to know the feedback from that as well. They're doing Beatles songs, so I'm big on the Beatles, so we'll see how they went.
A very important night. I'll let you go, and I hope the Beatles song went well.
So do I. Let it be.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Big smiles, a very happy Ange Postecoglou at the end there. Happy with the way they played. Glenn said they were in control for most of it.
Yes, I think that's right. They showed a lot more composure in the game, and when they did, after the goal, they lost it a little bit for 5 or 10 minutes, and then they regained their composure, controlled the game again, and got back and scored. What we've just analysed was a wonderful team goal. It really was, and that would be when he looks back at that. That's Ange ball. That's the way he wants to play. Now, if you can do that, more times over a season, that's fantastic. But it's hard to do that. Most teams are trying to do that, but that was absolutely perfection, that goal. It really was. And he'll be delighted when he looks at that. And wasn't it lovely to see him smiling after a game? He's been under the cosh for 3 months with all the injuries and everything.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah. So it was great to see him smiling.
How does he get to the point where we're seeing that more often, where that becomes the norm, that sort of goal? Is it going to come now just with having the spine of the team back, as James Maddison was talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I think if Akayo's back in there, Van der Ven, Romero, I just think you need that. Every team needs. They always say that old adage, defence wins championships, and it's true. You need a great defence, and then it allows the platform, keep clean sheets, and you can go and the players at the top of the pitch. You think about Son and Maddison. They can create, but look at this. I mean, it's just everybody's in a great position. Look at that turn from Maddison. That is just beautiful. And I like that Spencer's not inside, that he's outside. Maddison plays the easy ball. Again, everybody's playing the right pass. Look at Spence. Gets to Son, helps him out, creates the overload. Everything about it. Little flick from Solanke, Hoddle by the back post. You couldn't draw it up, Linz, any better from everyone.
I feel like you guys could just keep watching this one over and over again.
Well, without a doubt, that's the template that Ange is looking for. And I think, that's one of the things the players will be shown time and time again and say, look, this is what we're setting up to achieve. They've got to do it more consistently. But I agree, we said it after the game, the overlap is something that's gone out of the game. There's a lot of fullbacks making it inside runs. Spurs do it because the fullbacks are sent into that central midfield. But the overlap stretches a team and makes an extra player. So wherever you are with the ball with width, you extend the pitch. You make it wider by making an overlap, which stretches teams. And Spence done it again straight after and got into the byline and nearly scored again. So you hope that there's a lot of things like that they take on board and then they add to their game because they're going to need it against better teams. That sort of run, you're going to need that to open teams up.
But Glenn, even thinking back to the second goal, where Porro wins the ball, he's in his natural fullback position.
Yeah.
too many times we get these fullbacks going into midfield, and the problem is when you turn it over, there's only the two centre-backs back, and then you get caught.
Leaves you
and then you get
exposed.
into bad positions. So let the fullbacks be in their natural position. I thought Porro did it great today. I thought Spence did it terrific, staying in his natural position. If the back four stays in for Tottenham, I think they can win the Europa League. I really do. But if they get caught up, and being put in these positions and then they get countered, they're going to, even against Frankfurt, they could get hurt. So I thought today was a great lesson for them. Both goals came from the fullbacks being in great positions.
Micky van der Ven in that back four tonight, Glenn. He went off after an hour, but what qualities does he bring to this
He
side?
is quality. That's the word, Lindsay. You've used the right word, quality. I mean, he is stronger than you think. I mean, he's a big size, but he actually uses that size. He knocks players off the ball. He's strong. Look, there, he's into the tackle. When he's going at full throttle, when he's not injured, he's got to be up there as one of the best. And at the moment, he can't get in the Dutch team. There's the strength again, the pace and the strength. That's when we panicked a bit. Look, he just puts his hand on his hamstring. We're going, oh no, surely not. But he was too happy after the game, really, to have thought that he's pulled his hamstring. I think that was precaution. Bring him off, just make sure, because what a player he is, and what an extension to that defence. If Romero and Van der Ven are really fully fit and playing well, you can play that way a little bit more. But that's the thing that I was worried about over that period of time, is he didn't adjust. Ange didn't adjust when they weren't fit. And I think that's what sort of caught them out a little bit. But with them two back, I agree, if they defend it properly, they've got a chance of winning and going all the way.
We can hear from Micky van der Ven as well. He's come out for a chat with Rachel.
Micky, congratulations. An amazing performance from the team out there. What's your initial reaction to that?
Yeah, I'm really happy. Great team performance, big win, and on to the next round, so that's the most important.
You just come out of the dressing room. What's it like in there at the moment?
The atmosphere is really good. Everybody is really proud and everybody's really happy because, of course, we don't have an easy season this season. So, it's really, really good to win this round and not go into the next one. So the atmosphere in the dressing room was really good, yeah.
These matches are so big. Obviously, the round of 16 was massive. Now the quarter-final is massive. But you've proved, you're unbeaten here at home, that you can do it. Is that confidence still there that you're maybe one of the favourites?
Yeah, of course, we play against a difficult opponent now. I think it's Frankfurt, if I saw it right. So it's going to be a really good, difficult game. But we know our quality and we know we can play at home for sure. We are a really, really strong team. And now, like you saw the last game, we didn't play really well away. So now it's really important we play a good away game also at Frankfurt. But first we have Sunday now. So.
How important was it for you to play 60 minutes out there today as well?
Yeah, that was really important. I haven't played for a long time. At the weekend I played 30, so today's 60, and hopefully I can build on from this.
What was it like as well? For the first time since December, I think it was against Chelsea, you're up against Christian Romero. That hasn't happened for a while. It must have been nice.
Yeah, really nice to staying next to Guti again. Yeah, he's a top player, of course, and even like against Chelsea, I think it was for only 10 minutes, so because he got off injured. And the game before I can't even remember anymore. So yeah, it was really good to stand next to him again.
It was a long time ago. Just tell me about the atmosphere out there as well. We were hoping that the fans were going to get behind you, and they did that because you brought the intensity.
Yeah, I think we showed from the first minute that we really wanted to win this game in the 90 minutes, and they came behind us. They were behind us the whole game, the whole 90 minutes, and even when they scored, of course, maybe the atmosphere could go down a bit, but it didn't happen, and they kept pushing us, and hopefully they can do this for the rest of the season.
I've already asked Ange. There's no day off tomorrow because you've got a match obviously against Fulham, so the hard work continues. Good luck at the weekend and good luck in those quarterfinals.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, for those senior players who've had the injury problems this season, to be back out there, what's that going to be like to feel like you can really help now towards the end of the season to actually bring some positivity back?
Well, I think James Maddison mentioned it, even in the tunnel, just stood there looking around, who's there, Romero, Van der Ven, Vicario, having those guys back, it gives everybody confidence, So I think Van der Ven, imagine where they would be if he was back fit and healthy for for the majority of the season. And Romero, Vicario, they've all missed time. Udogi, it's a shame really, but now they've got everybody back. They can go on a big run. They can win this trophy. They really can. They've got probably the best squad left in it.
Do they get past Frankfurt?
It's going to be a tough one. They can achieve it, yes, yeah, if they play shrewdly in the right way.